Hi guys, this is Nellie with Keller William Realty. Logging live. So I'm actually compelled to help you guys set up a savings plan and get you, I guess, to a path of some sort of ownership or some sort of financial freedom, if you will. One of the things that I've learned at a early age, without really realizing it, because my father, while he was a high school dropout, but he was great with numbers and he knew how to make the numbers work. And one of the things that he did, he saved a lot in order to invest in something bigger. So that's where I learned how to save money. So while working, hourly job, whether or not it was in a restaurant, a cashier, or on 47th Street in the jewelry industry, working hourly rate, what I've done is I actually saved a bunch of money. And didn't really spend a whole lot. At that time, I didn't have any real expenses. I mean, I had, fun expense, but living at home, I didn't really have much expenses. So what I did was I stashed, obviously, opened up an account and I started saving money, and basically weekly and monthly, I would see the money grow. And what I did when I, graduated college and went out on kind of my own and bought myself my first co-op. I bought it when I was literally in my mid-20s. Had my first job straight out of college, a full-time W-2 job, because otherwise the bank does not loan you on a part-time job. First W-2 job, full-time. So what happened was, I was very scared. However, the money that I saved was more than plenty. It was 20% down payment that I was able to put down on a co-op, which was, I guess it's my pride and joy. So the message that I'm actually trying to make here, and the point that I'm trying to make here, you earning, the paycheck, whether or not it's hourly rate or whether or not it's a salary, I would pay yourself first. Now, a lot of times it doesn't resonate with anyone when poor Rich Dad Poor Dad talks about paying yourself first. People don't really understand, what does that mean, paying yourself first? Does that mean you write yourself a check and you go and spend it, or what exactly does that mean? So what it means is you take out 10% of that particular pay that you're earning and you set aside in the savings account and you just let it grow. When you have it grown to the point where you're able or capable of investing in either stocks or purchasing your first home, because the home, everyone needs a home, right? People are renting or whatever your situation is. Everyone needs a place to go. Everyone needs a place to live. So the reason the homeownership is amazing, because you get to live in the place that you own and you build equity, and you're not paying someone else's mortgage. You're actually paying your own mortgage. In addition to that, your mortgage does not increase the way rent does, especially out here in New York. The increase of typical rent is 6%, and it's very easy to outgrow your, obviously, budget for renting if you're renting in the space for too long. Renting isn't bad if you have a goal in mind to, like, okay, your 5-year plan, let's save 10% of that money that I earn and put it into a savings account that I can't touch. It has to be something that you can't touch, you can't see, you have no access to. If you have a debit card or if you have any sort of card or checkbook, burn it. Don't have access to it. And I know, and please don't open up an online access as well. Like, don't open up an online access. Just let it grow. And I know that, I mean, in the past, when I was saving money, obviously online banking wasn't big at that time. So in order for me to go and actually withdraw money, I would have to go to the bank, stand in line, and request for money. And for me, it was very time consuming. I didn't want to do that. So it was harder for me to access my money, which allowed me to increase my savings. And that's what allowed me to own my first co-op at the age of 25, 26. At that time, I actually bought it at a peak of the market, which was in 2006. I analyzed the location of the particular property, and I basically said it was worth the money. At that time, a 2-bedroom co-op in Rego Park, I bought it for $307,000 before the market crash. And I still own it till this day. And it has grown in, obviously, equity and in value. And I thought it was a great location for investment because it was closer to a lot of the train station, to the shopping centers, to groceries, to supermarket, to schools, which was important. So, so I own it till today. So having that plan in mind while renting is a great way to build your savings account. And usually people adjust. Like Grant Cardone always says, you typically adjust to your paycheck. And obviously don't use the credit card. Don't live beyond your means, right? Make sure whatever you're spending, you actually have the money to spend. Don't get yourself in trouble. So that's my piece of nugget for today. I hope you took something educational. And if you need any, guidance as far as a savings plan or how to save money or a very simple approach, you can always link up with me either on Instagram or send me an email. I'll be more than happy, or DM me. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you might have, or if you're struggling with the plan, an action plan. All right. Hope you're having a blessed day, and see you on the next video. Thanks. Bye.